It is so hot that my phone's gonna overheat. I can just feel it. But it's a stunning day, and we actually have some things that we might be able to harvest. I've been away for 2 days and things have really been happening, and I am slightly embarrassed but so excited at how much joy it's bringing me to see this garden just like flourish. Welcome back to the garden. Let's see what's going on. I'm really sweaty. I just got back from a run and it's like 1,000 degrees outside today, but I think we can harvest some things from the garden. First I have to set my hose back up. So I have been away from the garden for 2 days. I was on a work trip and I needed that reset because I've come back and so appreciated how much the garden has grown just in these 2 days. It feels like it's exploded with growth, so much so that I'm gonna be able to harvest some things. When I came out here last night, I was shocked, just like shocked. Let me show you what we have. This marigold has shot up. It's actually insane, and it's got a little bud on top that's about to bloom. These guys, I'm sure, are not far behind. The radishes have seriously popped off. This oregano looks incredible. This arugula is really coming up. Look at the tomatoes. I have to add another string here. Basil is coming in strong. Some of my garlic has started to throw out its scapes. The snap peas are trellising so beautifully, and they're starting to give off some flowers, which means it won't be long until we have snap peas. Let's do a little maintenance and harvest some of this. Look at that. Is that not the craziest shape? Some of these are like almost popping out of the ground. Those are the ones I'm gonna pull unless they look super small. Funny, because the other thing that's exploded in these garden beds is the weeds, and that's okay. We'll take care of those too. Before I put it in the harvest basket, just gonna give it a little rinse. These long, skinny, finger-shaped ones, I think they're either French or breakfast radishes, are the ones that seems to be ready to pull. I planted them in groups of 3, with the idea being that like when they grow, they kind of grow away from each other or push into each other. Seems to have worked for 2 out of the 3 in most of the groupings, but one of my oregano plants has definitely grown tall enough for a little harvest, so I'm gonna take some of that. The garlic is looking incredible. It's so tall, and it's starting to throw out its scapes, which are the first step of the flower. This is something that you do eventually want to cut because you want the garlic plant to focus its energy on the bulb, which is in the ground. But I do think you want to wait until the scape has curled over on itself. So this one is like almost there. So I'll probably wait another day or 2 because you can actually harvest and eat these. The texture is very hard. Like you definitely want to blend them up. It's like a celery, but more intense. These nasturtium have exploded too. Like these leaves are giant. So I want to make some new introductions. I added these 2 tomatillo plants to the garden that a neighbor was giving away. Honestly, they seem like they're doing really well. I feel like they've grown a couple inches just in the 2 days I've been gone. I've been doing the Florida weave method when it comes to supporting my tomatoes, using twine and some stakes as opposed to tomato cages. So basically, as they grow taller, I just have to continue to add pieces of twine to act as support for these tomatoes. I've also been seeing a good amount of conflicting information online about keeping your suckers or cutting your suckers, which are basically the little branch that grows in between one branch and the main branch of the tomato plant. The thing to do has been to cut the sucker. It will not produce fruit and will just take energy from your plant. However, I've seen a few people recently say, cut the branch, keep the sucker, because the sucker actually does produce fruit and it will produce more fruit. So now I'm at a loss at what to do, but lucky for me, my dad's coming in a few days and I'm gonna ask him, see what his expertise is. I actually installed, if you can call it that, this little multi-tier DIY strainer situation so that when I have harvests that I want to rinse off, I just throw them in here and then rinse them off. I don't know, it's cute and it may be useful. We'll see as things actually start to come around and grow in this garden. So the harvest basket seems a little ridiculous for a harvest of this size, but you know what? I'm really proud of it. And as a treat, I'm gonna end this video by trying one of my homegrown radishes. I can taste the blood, sweat, and tears I put into it. That is so good. Anyway, that's it. Subscribe for more delicious gardening videos that are actually going to include harvests.